Всем привет, ребята, с вами player00713, и сегодня мы начинаем вместе с вами стримить игру по названием LA Noire. Версия для ПК, Complete Edition, и, между прочим, прежде чем мы начнем, позвольте мне высказать несколько слов насчет того, что я думаю насчет этой игры, почему я ее откладывал, ну и, следовательно, как я отношусь к играм Rockstar. А между прочим, как вы могли заметить, то да, я как бы неровно дышу к играм Rockstar Games. Ну, по крайней мере, к некоторым. Я люблю, в принципе, нуарные такие вот игры с мрачной такой атмосферой. Но дело в том, что, как бы там ни было, до LA Noire у меня никогда руки не доходили. И я даже не знаю почему. Вот честно, сколько раз я, в принципе, видел разные такие вот стримы, сколько я видел каналов, но они все не могли пройти мимо LA Noire. И я, в принципе, тоже. Ну, по крайней мере, на данный момент. И, следовательно, я напомню, что вы подписались на канал, поставили лайки, тем самым намекаете мне, что вам нравится мой контент. Не забывайте также, что ссылка для доната будет закреплена в комментарии в описании. Ну и LA Noire, дамы и господа. Желаю всем приятного просмотра. Давайте начнем. Хотя, кстати, признаюсь, чтобы запустить ее на русском языке, мне пришлось изрядно попотеть. Наше новое дело. Rockstar Games представляет производство Team Bounty, LA Noire.
Every man can own his own home and have room to breathe and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle, a quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers. A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see.
Америка 40
In the
года.
Marine Corps,
В
you deal with the chain
отражении.
of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective and ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch.
Ever the optimist.
From the beam of sunshine himself.
Приехали. Перелог, где было совершено преступление. 10:10 вечера.
Rose, homicide. You might back up? Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division. We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Ладно, ладно.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1.
Это правда. Тщательно прочувствуйте местность на предмет наличия улик.
Look at this junk.
Угу.
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash. Jesus. Cole, come take a look at this.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
Ничего такого.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
Пятно
Shooter put
крови.
him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Опа.
Ralph,
Что
there's something on the
такое?
rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
Reflection in the window.
Отражение.
That might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Сейчас
The gun's up
посмотрим.
on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
Труба. Вон.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893.
Hmm.
2 rounds fired, and instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
Хорошая попытка избавиться от оружия.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here. Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Так, а это что?
Not sure this means much.
Так, подожди, может быть. Мы тут не все смотрели. Куда пойти? Спасибо. Ничего такого. Там какая-то газетная вырезка есть. Смотрим.
Optimistic, Cole.
Возможности человеческого разума безграничны, так считают ученые.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
Это верно.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
You
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon, and your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Слишком уж мрачновато сказано.
doesn't tell me anything.
Неужели я все нашел? Да ладно. Расширенный магазин. Ага. По мере того, как ваш герой получает опыт и новые звания, накапливая баллы интуиции, их можно использовать при расследовании дел. Чтобы узнать больше о сообществе и получить заслугах сын. Так, магазин по продаже оружия и боеприпасов в центральном отделении. South Central Avenue 367. Хорошо, что это вам не мафия, блин. Приехали. Оружейный магазин, 10:30 вечера.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Случилось.
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Тот никель берет шашечку из грецкого ореха. Так, потом 27... Нет, стоп, 21. 27,4 дюйма, полированный никель, перламутровая рукоять.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Угу. Лифтов больше в принципе нет, но меня смущает тот подвал. А, ну да. Тут же стрельбище.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Den.
Картина Шрёдера. Проехать, дай.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name. If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
The siren, Cole, use it.
Go straight through.
Поехали.
God damn it, Cole!
Прости. Квартира Шрёдера. 10:53 вечера. Сергей почтовый ящик, чтобы узнать мою квартиру подозреваемого.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Мгм. Вот и наш пассажир. Ночку любит.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Мужик.
You ready, tough guy?
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Так, первое, что бросается в глаза, его блокнот. Против Розенберг, Сомерс, Венгрир, Лайон, Росси, Каплан, Грир, Лерой Тейт. Долби, Тибоду, Фредди, Уоллес, Флойд Роуз, Малишевский, Анжела Сантана, Флойд Роуз, Лерой.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Воспоминания. Вооружен и очень опасен.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identify code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Так, поспешим тогда. Раз ограбление происходит. Выстрелский избирательный банк, 9:18 утра.
We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
Son of a bitch is living! Give me some cover!
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
Это на изи.
Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Это было только начало.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer Syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Не всегда.
Cole
Бессрочном
Phelps, Jack
розыске.
Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, but wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Ах ты! А ну стоять! А ну стоять, гадина! Стоять!
Bowers, hold it right there. Stop now or I will shoot.
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn, watch your fire.
You don't want to do this, Wendell.
Иди сюда! Поговорим.
Give it up, Wendell.
Stay the hell away from me.
О, блин.
You fucking asked for it.
Стоять!
No way I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers.
You assholes already
Бежать
screwed me
некуда.
once.
Бу-бу-бу-бу.
Give it up, Bowers. There's nowhere left to go.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves. Come on then, pretty boy.
Бруталити.
How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Можно и так сказать. Физкультура никогда не мешает.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Грубовато. Покупатели, будь осторожен.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be
Опа,
the one goal.
стрельба. Не понял.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Ну что вы говорите?
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Сада.
You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
All these people, vultures off.
Broad daylight, crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Чего такого? Так, что в карманах? Банк Аркадии, Уэстлейк, 3-й стрит. Галета, Саут Бродвей. Произведенные выплаты. Квитанция на резервированный товар.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Так, хорошо. А что у нас в другом кармане? Ничего.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
На руках ничего такого. Тоже ничего. Так, что у нас тут есть?
Sir, I'm Officer Wells. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
You want to take a look around now? The witness can wait, Cole. We've got the perimeter.
Show's over. Keep moving, all of you.
Опа, пистолетик.
FN Browning.
Браунинг FN.
01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Got friends who work.
Clear this area immediately.
About $5 for the exclusive.
Так, стоять.
Can I help you, sir?
Что у нас тут?
good to me.
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss,
Oh,
Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Everett Gage.
Clovis Galleta.
Со свидетеля приведено слева.
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Она не врет. Бегающий взгляд. Сомнения.
I'm having a hard time believing that, young lady. You want to be taken to a police cell?
You're hardly any older than me. Don't you dare talk to me that way.
A man is dead, Miss Galetta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I'll take you downtown.
Get out. Get out right now. Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank.
Ненавижу. Да.
This could be the one goal.
Мне приходится неправильно вопросы ставить, блин. Ненавижу такие.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
All these cops? It's gotta be something big, right?
Так, я сейчас, ребят, подождите. Так, хорошо, вернулся.
do our job.
Broad daylight, crowded street. Now I've seen everything. C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Так, посмотрим. Нет.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Опа, вот и гильзы.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
5 выстрелов.
This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Officer?
Sir, I'm Officer
Please,
Phelps.
tell me
What
what's
exactly
going
did you
on.
see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
This is a secure area. You all need to leave.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Can I help you, sir?
Officer
Здравствуйте.
Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
На год младше меня, кстати.
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch.
Она врет.
I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Вы врете.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Так, что? Квитанция на товар.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh God!
Вы не
I won't lose
продавщица.
the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Так, возможно, подозреваемый в убийстве.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Навряд ли. Тут доказательства нет. Я сомневаюсь.
Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Так, хорошо, подробности убийства.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many.
5 выстрелов было. Там 5 гильз. Так что она не врет насчет этого.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Всё верно.
You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
Хорошо.
You are listening to an American Century Broadcasting Station, KTI.
Probably nothing.
Los Angeles. KTI Radio, a service of the American Century Broadcasting System. With affiliates in Los Angeles, California,
Nothing significant.
New York, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is American Century Broadcasting.
И здесь ничего. Значит, можно уходить. Показания записаны. Все.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Да.
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
It's awful. Why can't we get any closer?
Так. И сначала пойдем тогда в оружейный магазин.
Look out!
Ненавижу разворачиваться в таких местах. Это очень неудобно.
leave a street light intact on this block?
Прости. Приехали. Оружейный магазин Иглсона, 2.36 дня.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and
Можете.
Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Спасибо. Ювелирный магазин Hartfield's. Владелец ювелирного магазина, который подозреваемый это РКК. Ювелирный магазин Hartfield's, 2.36.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Ах ты, сволочь! Ты смотри.
Get back here!
There he is. See him? That's one heck of a Sunday. Be careful. He looks dangerous. Shoot the creep!
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Ну, стоять!
Hello! Get back here!
Wait.
Too late, Kalu!
I couldn't walk.
Don't make it worse, Kalu!
Иди сюда, хуже будет. Попался.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir.
Справлюсь.
I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Не подведу.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Так. Смотри, с
You followed
Гейджем.
Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Вы врете.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Но ведь подозреваемый опознан.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Религиозный мотив.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Сомневаюсь.
Left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy putt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Да, да.
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needy.
Это еще зачем? Полицейская академия, ачивка. Ладно, хорошо. Водительское сиденье.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build
А
a
нет,
freeway
не
that goes past my
DLC.
place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out. And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with
That's
you,
an
sir.
order, Phelps.
Как скажете.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right? Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with 1 case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out. Come on, Phelps.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
I just wish he'd hurry.
Так, хорошо.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Guy gave his wife a cat. He said, don't share him.
Ого, нифига себе карта. Что очень даже большая и обширная.
Canary says he'll sing, but only if I guarantee he walked.
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. Oxymoron for you.
You know this place?
Sure. Near the old gas works and signal depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct.
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle, code 2, identify.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps. Are we friends now, Bukowski? We have to work together. Don't be so touchy. Grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to
college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early '45 as a first lieutenant. Fought in the Okinawa campaign. Was wounded and shipped back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm dead.
So you won the Silver Star.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. Finished?
The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do?
I kept the streets of LA safe for the people.
Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service.
Fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots.
Sounds like you had it rough. I did my job. No one is saying you didn't.
I did 6 years as a patrolman.
That's the third time you've told me.
Его еще присыпали по пути.
just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle, code 2 identified.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
11K, a 459 suspect just left 6th and Sarah's.
Любители в маске.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself. Get the hell away from me.
Да, иди. Говорить хочу.
You can still catch him.
Иди сюда. Сюда иди.
Now, are we gonna make a bargain or what?
Put the weapon down now. Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
On your own goddamn head, be it.
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle, code 2 identified.
Ненавижу такие погони.
He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself. Get the hell away from me. Hurry, you can still catch him.
Is somebody going to tell us what the hell is going on?
Стоять.
Come on, Flatfoot. Let's negotiate.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Сука, ненавижу такие
All
моменты.
units of 459 just occurred at 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle, code 2 identified.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Если я еще раз провалю, то, увы, придется
Give it up now. Make it easy on
отложить.
yourself. Get the hell away from me.
Сюда иди.
You can still catch him.
Is somebody going to tell us what the hell is going on?
Come on, Flatfoot. Let's negotiate.
Put the weapon down now.
Так надо было. Копы на каждом углу. Ачивка.
You know we've got a siren, Phelps.
Так, товарная станция Pacific Electric, 11:13 дня.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stiff.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
Хорошо.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped the full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Nice day for it.
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
I better get back to work, sir.
Подшить деву, ачивка.
Looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Очень много крови. Походу.
How's the world looking?
What's the same two of you find? How about you?
I've got a mystery sample waiting at the lab.
Seems irrelevant.
Так, не то. А это что такое? Бойни Риверсайд. Получатель F. Морган. Одна с меня 3:20.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Так, хорошо. Хорошо. Подождите. Так. Посмотрим, что еще есть. А это что? Опа, труба какая-то. Фирменная марка может быть зацепкой. Инстахит.
You guys, take your time. No freight rolling through here till we're done. And we're still punching the clock. Let me through. I just want to put the rest on.
Велики. Так, что у нас? Бумажник. Лист удостоверения на имя Эдриана Блэка. Банкер Хилл-Авеню. Мужчина белый, 32 года, 5 футов 8 дюймов, женат, глаза голубые.
32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?
Фотография.
Happier times, I guess.
Его очки. Stencil.
Stencil glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Угу. Так, ну и собственно тут все получается.
Doc? Detective Phelps. What have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Ничего такого.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Так, подожди. Присутствие на месте преступления.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Смотри прямо. Это
Did
правда.
you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Так, сведения об Эдрине Блэке.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the
Это
car?
правда.
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
Так, окровавленная
We found
труба.
a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood,
Это
was it
правда.
wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Так, содержимое
Wallet by the
бумажника.
car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Do you want
Сомневаюсь.
the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
Thank you for your
Ну
help,
всё.
Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Так, ну-ка давайте. Вот к ней поедем. Дом Блэка. Адрес Эдрина Блэка и его жены.
.620 Bunker Hill Avenue. You know where that is? Behind Bunker Hill. A couple blocks north of Central Station. So, what do we tell the wife? Play it by the book. There's no stiff yet, so let's see how it plays out.
Поехали.
Could be a car theft gone wrong. Make Black drive somewhere lonely, then give him a cab. But why? Well, obviously, someone got a little heavy-handed. It's the wrong way around. How so, genius? Where is Adrian? If you've gone to all the trouble to steal the car, and it goes wrong, you leave the body behind, not the car. You got something there, folks. Doesn't add up. Read about the guy on the crossing yesterday? No, what happened? Over on Lincoln Avenue. This guy's driving along and his oil light comes on. He stops the car and gets out. He pops the hood and he's on a rail crossing. Oh, you got it. He's got his head under there checking the oil. The Southern Pacific freight slams into his car doing 90 miles an hour. The car came to a rest more than a mile down the track. What a pointless waste of life. You'll get plenty of blood and guts and mindless stupidity working traffic, folks. And who needs a Second Amendment when we'll give a goddamn fool the license to get behind the wheel of an automobile?
If it's a kidnapping, why leave the victim's ID? If it's a murder, why leave the car? The evidence doesn't add up.
Try making it to the next intersection without killing anybody. You do that for me? Free lesson, Phelps. Evidence will only get you so far. You ask me, the whole thing feels hinky as hell.
What I wouldn't give to have your powers of intuition.
Don't worry, kid. Keep watching the master and you'll get there one day.
Не люблю я, конечно, прямо посреди главного здания идти на побочку.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank with you driving.
Название будет отвлечение, ну да ладно.
Finally. We're starting to think nobody would show.
Военнобанд.
We got the 3rd Street Gang and the Diamond Street Gang. Mexican kids with nothing better to do than howl at each other. But no bloodshed so far. Shit! Hope you brought plenty of ammunition, sir.
LAPD, drop your weapons! You're covered, Phelps! God damn it, here come more of them.
О, думаете, что я не буду стрелять, да?
Car 11K calling KGPL. I need an ambulance at 1624 West 3rd Street. Code 4. Shots fired and suspects are down.
Roger on the ambulance, 11K. All units be advised, code 4 on the major 415 on West 3rd Street. Suspects are down.
Так, теперь можно и на основное задание выйти. Где, получается, таких уличных проблем будет 40 штук, а я только 2 выполнил. Ошибись.
We got a siren for a reason, you know. Slow down!
Прости, привычка.
All units, shots fired, officer needs help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired, officer needs help. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Следующий раз. Уже прямо сейчас идти туда.
Take it easy, Phelps. I'd rather get there in one piece.
Прямо сейчас, блин, ехать туда, блин, как-то нелогично.
Christ alive! Thanks for your trouble.
Slow down.
Дом Блэка, 12-17.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Тук-тук.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Психотерапевт Фонтейн предлагает помощь ветеранам.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a
I'm
vice.
going to give you something to calm your nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, occasions that made you laugh, times that made you smile.
Так, хорошо. Опа, спичинка работа.
So who brought this home?
Калифорния. Ага. Этот район кажется всегда ты.
R&I should have an address.
Так, подожди-ка. Сейчас
Operator,
точним.
give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks, ma'am.
Так, хорошо. Что у нас тут есть? Так, вот квитанция какая-то. При компании Стахит, Эдриан Блэк. Водонагреватель.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Недавно.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
Инстахит, новый автоматический эмбалированный газовый нагреватель. Горячая вода круглосуточно. Не поддается ржавчине, коррозии, гарантия 10 лет. Дает больше горячей воды круглые сутки. Так. Здесь ничего такого, от слова совсем. Так, футляр.
This must be Adrian's.
Сорочков. А если открыть?
Stencil. So the glasses are a match.
Угу. Фотография. Моему Эдрину, скучаю без тебя и схожу с ума. Возвращайся скорее, Николь.
To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Так, тут у нас есть билет. Тихоокеанская северо-западная железная дорога. Лос-Анджелес, Сиэтл, 3 января 46 год.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
О, да. Так, вот он нагреватель. Пойдем, кстати. Так, интуиция. Все улики. А, точно, с правой стороны. Я слева ищу. Вот я баран.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
Не собрали. И одной детали все равно не хватает. Интрига нарастает. Ачивка.
Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Так, мы все обнаружили, значит, нужно допрашивать. Здравствуйте.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured, We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Do you think you could answer some questions now, Mrs. Black?
Of course. However I can help.
Квитанция
We found a
сбора.
receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
Она не врет, это правда.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Так, спички
Your
у бара.
husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Так, местонахождение Адриана
Did your
Блэка.
husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was gonna meet Frank for a drink.
Она не
Out of
врет.
the usual then.
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Так, футляр для очков марки Stencil.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones
Пара
away.
новые.
He tried to repair them in
Переремонтирована
the case.
самостоятельно.
It looked terrible.
Так, фотография с подписью
Tell us
Николь.
about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
Да, там было написано
Purpose of
Сиэтл.
Adrian's trip to Seattle, Mrs. Black.
He was meeting with some distributors. Adrian said that it was important to make contact interstate if he was going to grow his business.
Алиби миссис Блэк.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Так, подожди. Подожди. Заново. Твою мать! Так, ладно, я сейчас. Пока идет я сейчас.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
Heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel? Intense. The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps. Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm gonna start you out with 1 case. Do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
Yeah, I want to make homicide. You know you've got it made if you can get to that desk.
Okay, girls, who stole my cigarettes?
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
You know this place? Sure. Near the old gas works and signal depot and warehouse. I'll direct. You idiot!
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle, code 2, identified.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps. Are we friends now, Bukowski? We have to work together. Don't be so touchy. Grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Green OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant. Fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded. Moved back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here. So you won the Silver Star. I don't want to talk about it. Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa. No. You were up there all night. Draped in the flag.
Очень не буду сосредотачиваться на них, блин.
The Emperor,
Очень
Hirohito
комис.
himself, leading the charge against you. I did my part.
Rada
What did you
I'm gonna see you,
I kept the streets of LA safe for the people.
but
Now I get it.
honestly,
Unfit for service. Fuck you, Phelps. I earned a
I'm
bravery
feeling
citation during the
very
Suda
good,
riot.
but
Sounds like you had
not
it rough.
sleep
I
well.
did my job. No one is saying you didn't. I did 6 years as a patrolman.
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle, code 2, identified.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
11K, a 459 suspect just left 6th and Saris. Suspect is a male Caucasian, believed to still be in the area.
Ай, блин,
Up on the
придется.
roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
And yeah, yesterday I completed Black Set Under the Skin, and right now I'm starting another Noire game.
Make it easy on yourself. Get the hell away from me!
Сюда иди.
Hurry, you can still catch him.
Get over here.
foot? Let's negotiate.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Конечно, не Макс Пейн, но что поделать. Это полиция.
Capitol Hill in Washington is again the nation's focal point as the 80th Congress convenes during one of the most crucial periods in the nation's history. Following the Republican landslide of 1946, the GOP now possesses a clear working majority.
Так, кстати, стуки управления. Клавиатура и мышь.
Branches of Congress. The Capitol awaits the arrival of President Truman to deliver his message. He shakes hands with Senator Brandenburg, President Pro Tem of the Senate, and Speaker Martin, both presiding over the joint session.
Так, тут я уже был.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Nice day for it.
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
I better get back to work, sir.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
How's the world looking?
Always the same two of you, fine. How about
Doesn't
you?
appear to be connected.
I've got a mystery sample waiting at the lab. Practical jokers say it's contaminated soil. My guess, big lump of shit.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday? Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it. Happier times, I guess.
Так, это я уже читал.
"32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?"
How's life treating you?
You lend someone $20 and never see that person again.
Brand name might give us something to go on.
Coming through. I just want a quick look is all.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Doc,
Detective Phelps, what have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. The victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Так, хорошо. Давайте начнем тогда с сомнительных вопросов. Сейчас даже скажу. Так. Содержимое бумажника.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Do
Сомневаюсь.
you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Did you see
Ну, это
anybody else in
правда.
the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regular, so it kind of stood out.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
You can drive.
All right.
Бумбака.
Where to?
Ну, давай. Но Блэк 1117.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Здравствуйте.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Это я уже видел.
brought this home? Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address. No use leaving the thing half finished. So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Хорошо. Движемся.
To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting. This must be Adrian's. Stencil. So the glasses are a match. A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Так, чек. Давайте посмотрим.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago. I wonder if someone in the house bought this unit, knowing how they would use the parts.
Так, теперь надо пробить кое-что.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks. Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Do you think you could answer some questions now, Mrs. Black?
Of course. However I can help.
Так, начнем с сомнительного. Если честь, то Фотография с подписью
Tell us
Николь.
about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
Вы врете.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
Это неправда. Там было скрытое послание.
What about Nicole?
Чистая правда, ачивка.
Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
We found a receipt in the
You
trunk
don't
of your
say
husband's
boy.
car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
Это правда.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the
Остальное это правда.
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Так, ваше алиби.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well,
Нет, она была одна.
I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Да, он покупал новую пару.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Ну все.
Please do, detective.
Так, ну что, ебать, пора на выход. В этот раз я поведу бар у Кавану. Захожу в Адриан Блэк.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. Stranger things have happened.
Постранись! Полиция!
Shots fired off Street Help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired off Street Help. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Так, хорошо. Приехали. Бар у Кавану. 11:39.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
That's one heck of a Sunday.
I love these waitresses. Everyone's a doll.
I'm stumped. Ideas? Ask the barkeep. He'll know all the regulars.
You looking for someone?
These were some good grits.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
He just refuses to accompany me. to
Frank
church.
Morgan?
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
Связь с брошенным автомобилем. У
We
нас
found
тут
Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
он врет.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
А вообще-то как раз таки доказательства есть. Квитанция за живую свинью.
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
И где же тогда Эдриан Блэк?
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea.
I think he took off for Seattle.
Сомневаюсь.
I'm tired of your shtick,
Это
Morgan.
вряд ли.
Spill it, or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
Ты пойдешь с нами.
You got Morgan's address? Let's get over to his apartment.
That's one heck of a Sunday.
Так, квартира Моргана.
I've met some pretty good liars in my time. People who sound convincing because they actually believe their own bullshit. Huh. The type is clever, hard to catch out.
Frank Morgan is not one of those people.
No, he is not.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K can come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps.
Вот свиная кровь. Очевидно же. Квартира Моргана, 11:55.
place out. Come on.
Нет, нет, значит... Вот. Открывайте.
Help you, gentlemen? LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from LA. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
Knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
Сюда иди.
Mr. Black, get back here right now.
Ага, так он и ушел.
It's over, Adrian.
Попался.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
Вот и все.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Вундеркинд и допрос с пристрастием ачивки. Теракт к звездам. Ачивка. Машина консула. Дополнение, судя по всему.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. You catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world.
Да, ну да, как всегда.
You hear about Adrian? Boss in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience.
I'm walking here.
Последний двор Джейкобса. 2 часа дня.
this? Traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
Так, что в машине? Технически транспортное средство, Калифорния. Настоящим удостовериться. Так, ага. Так, регистрационный есть. Посол. Так. А номера-то нет.
Imagine if there were some kind of machine that could do all the comparisons.
Колес. Точнее, колеса тоже нет.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. A car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
Да не надо. Флага-то нет.
Must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value.
Так, хорошо. Так, где же у нас, да?
Empty.
Пусто.
Don't think this is anything. I doubt it.
Так, интуиция. Показать улики. А, вот. Гаечный ключ. Собственность компании братья Дьюи, Паккард.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
Так, надо пробить.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Thank you.
Угу.
We better see what this Jacobs guy has to say. The car was dumped in his backyard after all.
Это Jacobs? Здравствуйте.
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Так, показания свидетеля.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Это правда.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
Так, хорошо. Подозреваемые латиноамериканцы.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
О, да?
You went out to the
Сомневаюсь.
car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Значит, он все-таки подходил. Так, автомобиль, с которого сняли
What exactly
запчасти.
did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Навряд ли.
So what did you take, Jacobs? Do you want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Так, автомобиль вероятного
Tell me about the
подозреваемого.
car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
Да,
Looked like the
старик.
guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
Thank you for your help.
Ну
Mr.
все.
Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
Well, how about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Так, записная книжка. 47 год. Хуан Франциско Вальдес. Ух ты. Сколько тут всего.
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I.
Так, ну-ка пробьем сейчас по базе данных снова.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now. Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you.
Messages for me, please.
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Угу.
Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks for your help. Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
Интуиция. Показать все. Ага.
We can visit the Packard dealership or head back to Central and interview this Valdez character. Your call.
Так, задний двор Джейкобса.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
work at the Examiner. How about $5 for the exclusive?
Oh, you're the first in your family born without a tail.
Так, это сон братья Дьюи.
Old empty bed, springs are hard as lead, pains in my head.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. All the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
KGPL to any unit, the 459 there now at 267 South Main. Unit to handle code 2, identify.
Here now I am quiet, way down deep inside, but baby, that's
You got something against sirens, Phelps?
You know the way. You can drive.
I hear he's an honest cop. Now there's an oxymoron for you.
KGPL to any unit, the 459 there now at 267 South Main. Unit to handle code 2, identify.
11K responding. Go ahead, KGPL.
11K is the 459 there now, 267 South Main Street, Goldberg's Drugstore, code 2.
No, you pennies
Хитро запакован.
I will find you all and eat you. Yes, sir. Damn! Why these places have so much preparation H?
Мужик, давай поболтаем.
Ooh-wee! Benny's give me speed.
Get the hell down from there, you lunatic!
Иди сюда. Поговорить хочу.
Really need to lay off the pills.
Попался. Самообладание, ачивка. Приехали. Заслон братья Дьюи, 2:35.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model 4-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
Так, подожди. Женщина ключ в мастерской.
We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
That's not right.
Того не хватает.
One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
А я знаю, где он.
No good. We need diplomatic plates. I'm at a
We'll need a
loss.
full statement from Dewey to put in our report.
Мужчина, давайте с вами поговорим.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Если точнее, то местонахождение Дельгадо.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. He sure as hell isn't here.
Сомневаюсь.
Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
Так, гаечный ключ, использованный при угоне.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards to steal anything the minute your back is turned.
Сомневаюсь.
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs. They have less attitude. Downside is, they're a little light-fingered.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling. Time to visit Gabriel Delgado. See how good his excuse is.
Так, подожди. Места. Я что-то упустил там.
Can you drive to this one?
Я что допускаю?
This doesn't pertain to the case. I don't think this is going to help us. Incidental.
Пусто. Что ж такое-то?
I've done the right thing and answered all your questions. Now quit sweating on me and go get those boys.
Я в тупике в данной ситуации. Что же еще может быть? Так, улик. Украденный Паккард. Так, подожди. Так, подожди, старый форт. Угу. Так, хорошо. Здесь мне должен быть 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Капец, я тут все нашел, а мне игра говорит, что типа нет, и ничего. Ты еще не все нашел.
It's a stolen car, not the Lindbergh baby. What more do you need to know?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. Do we know where we're going?
Да, в полицию. Прямо сейчас.
You read the story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies? What's a dimension? You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X. Well, that's clear as mud. The third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen. That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. God's name would want that. I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of hockey.
Был первый хил. Вчера.
Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez in for questioning?
Sure do, Phelps.
Your bird's an interview, too. And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
По-моему,
You're
мы
behind
рано
the wheel.
пришли.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Так, дом Дельгадо.
Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our archangel hasn't already flown.
What the hell is this guy doing?
Письма. Очень много писем.
Here he is, apartment 3.
Where do you see a number 3 marked on that door?
Вот здесь увидел. Открывайте.
Yeah,
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Ms. Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad. So how far along
Опа.
are you, Anna?
Библия.
Nearly 20 weeks.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Right. So how's it going to be when you go into labor and he's not around?
Опа, вот украденный флажок.
You are wrong about Gabriel. He will be a good father. Already he works hard to provide for us.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long time.
Souvenirs are a dumb move.
Так, хорошо, значит... Так, для завтрака. Здесь кто-то ел.
Serving breakfast for 2, Anna? You should have cleared up.
И причем относительно недавно ели. Так, надо будет смотреть гараж. Опа. А вот и новые колеса.
It looks like Valdez gets his wheel back.
Украденные.
Not much help.
Опа. Номера. Один из них черный.
Diplomatic license plates. It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Собственно, можно уже и поговорить.
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Последний контакт с Габриэлем.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
Это неправда.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
Ой, не верю. Ой, не верю.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that
Он был здесь.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
Так, мотив для угона автомобиля.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
Она говорит правду.
His honor, Anna?
He said Dewey's friend tried to make a woman out of him. He no longer respects this man, Dewey. He took the car to show this maricón that he is a man.
Так, найди политические номера.
We found a license
Откуда?
plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Сомневаюсь.
Tell us where he is. If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe. There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line? That sounds like a street race to me. It's gotten out of hand this last year. No wonder Delgado has such an eye for fine automobiles. We know where the kid is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
Подожди, сначала полицейский участок.
You know the way. You can drive.
I didn't want to arrest the kid, so I gave him a dusting he wouldn't forget.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Так, надо с Дивой поговорить.
This guy must have escaped the loony bin.
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez.
Consul General. I insist on my full title.
История покупок Паккардов.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano-Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Сомневаюсь.
Bought a Packard, Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered me a substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment. It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Tell that to the Argentine taxpayers.
Так, угон колеса
Consul
французского
General, we
автомобиля.
have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the
Серьезно?
perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, your worship. You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect a disgruntled boy from the car dealership.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel. I have no surname.
Связь с
So tell us
Габриэлем.
about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
Так, использовать интуицию. Так, ты врешь.
Are you a madman? This will cause an international incident.
Danny, Ben, Miguel, Tristan, and Teddy. Full lips.
Он-то ничего не говорит.
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Gabriel, spill it.
A beautiful but impertinent boy. I mentioned rendezvous and the young man went quite insane. I thought he was going to kill me. I was prepared to pay.
We'll be in touch, Consul General.
He ran the light on Olympic. We finally collared him on temple.
Так, хорошо. Мы его допросили. Теперь надо на выход. Выход в ту сторону.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that death.
What the hell?
Незаконные уличные гонки.
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cards?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Are you talking from experience?
Quick as we shut one of these races down, another one springs up somewhere else. Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they just want to wrap them around a lamppost. The next 16-year-old I have to peel off the sidewalk, you're calling them home. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime.
Стоять. Места. Так, побочки надо выполнить. Ничего в смысле. Ох, вечно я буду, блин, бегать за этими побочками. Ненавижу такое.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports of 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
11K responding. Go ahead.
11K, a citizen reports of 211.
Could drop that money one more time and you're a gone.
Грабители отелей.
Just my hands are shaking.
Shut up! Get the money in the bag.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hurry the hell up, will you? Come on. It's goddamn cops!
Сюда иди. Ух, нифига себе. У него дробаш. Иди сюда. Один есть, остался еще один. Готово.
Car 11K to KGPL. Bristol Hotel 211 is code 4.
Units be advised, code 4 at the Bristow Hotel on 8th Street. Code 4.
Так, теперь на уличной гонке.
Are you blind?
Я надеюсь, это не так далеко, как я думаю. Уже снова бегать за вот этими преступниками, конечно, не хотелось бы. Распол, ачивка. Там и елки-палки. Я только на сюжетное задание, а мне говорят что-то по типу, а у нас тут побочка. Лучше везет мне. Честное слово. Называется, отвернуться нельзя. Сколько можно? Вот так работать полицейским. Это лучше играть нестандартные маршруты. Блин, сколько мне туда ехать? Война банд.
What have we got? The 3rd Street Gang and the Diamond Street Gang. Mexican kids with nothing better to do than howl at each other. But no bloodshed so far.
Throw out the guns.
Except
How long do you think you can hold out?
Вот и все. Так, это я уже видел.
Car 11K calling KGPL. I need an ambulance at 1624 West 3rd Street. Code 4. Shots fired and suspects are down.
Roger on the ambulance, 11K. All units be advised, code 4 on the major 415 on West 3rd Street. Suspects are down.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. You can drive.
Так, теперь немного ускоряемся, блин. Незаконные уличные гонки. 603. Опа.
Quick! They're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street.
Стоять! Кому говорю?
Getting away.
Не уйдет. Стоять, кому говорил. Ты смотри. Серьезный парень.
Come on, you're getting creamed by a kid in a red Ford. God damn it, Cole, hold it steady.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Иди сюда.
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for Grand Theft Auto.
Нефиг было воровать, парень.
Fuck you, puto. You should speak to the maricon. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's the man? I should have burned his fucking car.
Расскажешь это в полицейском участке.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
Хорошо. Еще одно дело закрыто. Дело закрыто. Переходим к следующему делу. Это чье-то...
You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack?
My
Oh,
sisters have been
flashback.
working in Los
Да,
Angeles in the
точно.
bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty.
В смысле?
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill.
О, Келса, то все испортил.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso? Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Ох уж эти флешбеки. Обвенчанные на небесах. После этой катсцены все будем заканчивать и продолжим потом. Смотри, куда едешь! Она, смотри, куда едешь.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Так, хорошо.
Weren't even his friends, and he still proved that.
Все. Теперь, собственно, давайте мы с вами тогда закончим. И я тогда говорю, что мы с вами увидимся на следующем стриме. А я тем временем напомню, что вы подписались на канал, поставили лайки, тем самым намекать мне, что вам нравится мой контент. Не забывайте также, что ссылка для доната будет закреплена в комментарии в описании. Я с вами